Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to solve one of the question asked in GATE examination on pointers. So here we go. So when I say pointers, you people might have got anxiety attack. Yes, right? Because you feel pointer is a very hard part in C programming language. Yeah, it seems to be very hardest part of the C programming language, but if you solve more questions, you will you feel you really love the concept about the pointers, and it is very beautiful. So we shall see GATE 2000 question. So you can refer 2010 GATE question. So this is one of the question asked in GATE examination. So and guys, please pause for a while and try to solve this question. Hope you might have solved it, but let us analyze this question again. So before solving the question, we shall see some basics about the pointer. So what is the pointer? I think a pointer is a variable which stores the address of another variable. So here pointer is a variable. So what is variable? Variable is a just label given to a memory location of a computer main memory. So what is main memory? Main memory means your RAM. What is RAM? RAM means random access memory. So your main memory, inside your main memory, label will be given. So that label itself is called as a variable. So here you can see I have declared a variable int which is the type integer I is equal to 10, and here I am storing the address of 10 in pointer p. So don't call it as a star or star ptr. This is a dereference operator or asterisk symbol, and this one is called as a reference operator. If it is dereference operator, and this is called a reference operator. Whenever you use in any variable, then it will become a reference operator, and this is a dereference operator of type integer. So guys, here you can see pointer is inside the pointer you can store either a value 0 first time before allocating any memory. You can store 0 or the address of any variable. So don't be confused right now. So in further upcoming examples I will tell you more about pointers. So and then here you can see inside the main memory there is a label is created with the name I, and the value 10 is stored. Usually value is stored in a binary format. So this memory block has some address. So address of I, let us call it as 100, and this ptr, which is the pointer which contains the value 100. So if I say only ptr, then it is 100. If I write with a dereference operator, then I am accessing this variable block. Means if you are standing here, if you are standing here, you can access this 100. If I give you star or a dereference operator, means I am giving you key to access this memory layout, which is I. So and then okay, one interesting thing about pointer is, guys, do you know C and C++ are the only programming languages which has the concept called as pointers. So the modern programming languages have removed pointer concepts completely, because pointers allows users to access the main memory block directly, so which could be very hazardous and dangerous. Guys, do you know you can create Trojan, or you can say virus. So don't take my words seriously, I am just joking, but you can create viruses so far. Yeah, so therefore modern programming languages don't allow you to access directly the main memory through the pointers. So though modern programming languages access the memory, but it don't allow user to access main memory directly through the pointers. So now we can go to the question. So here is the question, and this is user defined program function f, and this is global variables. I think in my previous lecture, so I said global variables are stored inside the data segment, and here this is the main memory. So what is void? Void means this function is not returning anything. And here, so I am passing these are the actual parameters, and these are called formal parameters. So I am passing addresses of I and j. So if I guys, can anybody comment, or can anybody try, if I remove this reference operator, then what will be the output? Please do try it yourself, and we shall see it later. And directly I am passing the reference to this function f, and what f contains? F contains two formal parameters that are both are the pointers here, and inside the data segment you can see I and j variables blocks are created, and I contains the value 0 and j is equal to 1 here. And let us say the address of I is 100 and address of j is 200, and then if I pass addresses to p and q, and then p contains the address of I and q contains the address of j here. So next, I think in this point you might have understood how pointers works. And then next, here there is p is equal to q, means I am storing the value q to p. Then what is the value of before? What is the value of p alone? 100. What is the value of q alone? Is 100. When I put asterisk symbol or dereference operator, then it will go to I, this one, so I can refer this one. But if I write p and q alone, then it will be this block only. So here p is equal to q means I am assigning the value of q to p. So what is the value of q? Value of q is 200. 200 is now assigned to p. Then what else? So now p is pointing to j again. And next what happens? Okay, then star p. Oh, sorry, I am again calling it as a star. So asterisk symbol with p means I can now access j directly. Now asterisk p is equal to 2 means value 2 will be assigned to j, because what is asterisk p is j now. So what will be the output of this program? Output of this program is 0 and 2, and we shall execute it. And here I have written this program, and we shall execute it now. So compilation is successful. Now I need to execute it now. Guys, you can see the values 0 and 2. Hope you guys you might have understood this. Thank you guys. See you again.